Hello and welcome to Grade Expectations. I'm your host Grade, and today I wanted to talk to you about a couple books that I've been finding in the wild that I'm recommending, as well as a weird one. So let's get right into it. The first book I'm going to be talking about today is something that I found on like the community forums in the last couple weeks. And it is a book that was never released and has shown up in Walmart packs. So first of all, I'll show you the Walmart pack I'm talking about. So this is the new DC Walmart pack for, I guess, the spring. And there's a number of covers. The one that we're looking for is I Am Batman. And it's 4 great comics. They're shrink wrapped like this. Or this one's not shrink wrapped, but they're shrink wrapped. There's also like an oversized I guess backing. We're not looking for those ones. You're looking for just the shrink wrapped comics, and it's a 4 pack. And the cover you're looking for is I Am Batman. And in this this particular pack, there is sometimes a comic called RWBY #7. So when I heard about this, I thought, I'll try my luck and go to my local Walmart. I'm in Ontario, Canada. And they had 1 pack of the I Am Batman, so I bought it. The comic is in, like out of the 4 of them, it's the second comic, and it'll have a blue spine. So you can see here, this is the other 3. DC's Very Merry Multiverse #1 is the the 4th book. This specific lineup of 4 books is the one to be looking for. So DC's Very Merry Multiverse #1, because it should have RWBY #7. This is like an anime DC book. I'm not a big DC guy. But it is currently sought after and pretty expensive. So there have only been 4 sales of this book ever. The first 2 were at the end of January for $1,000 and $1,800. In the last week, 2 more have shown up on eBay and sold for around $350 or $400. And I'm in a weird position with this book. So first of all, it's a cool cover. This book is mint, so I anticipate it would get a 9.8. And I don't know if I'm supposed to sell it or not. So the way it worked is this was back when the pandemic hit. RWBY was a 7-part series. And they released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then canceled the series. So this book shouldn't exist. And somehow, like 2 years later or a year and a half later, it has ended up in Walmart packs. So there's 2 covers. This is the A cover, and then there's also a B cover. I don't have a picture. If you look on eBay, there's actually quite a few of the B cover. And that one seems like it's readily available, whereas this one, there have only been 6 listed on eBay total. And I happen to have one. So I was lucky enough to get it. I wasn't sure if this was rare or not. And that's kind of my dilemma. So normally the A cover of a book would be printed more than the B cover. And the B cover is available in the Walmart packs. It's currently going for, $60 to $80. But this one, not many people have posted them. And I originally thought it would be like plentiful and I should sell right away. But I needed something to do, and so I took a trip around my area and went to 7 Walmarts. And first of all, I didn't find that many I Am Batman packs. I did find like the DC packs, but not many I Am Batman ones. And then of the I Am Batman ones, I found 0 copies of the Merry Multiverse set, and 0 more copies of this book. I did find a couple packs, and they all had the same order of books. And that's why I'm telling you this, this specific I Am Batman cover, and then this specific last book is the Merry Multiverse. And if you are lucky enough to find one at your local Walmart, this book should be the second one in. And currently, I have this listed on eBay for $1,000 US. I started at 5, and you know, I was getting, I would say lowballed, but maybe I'm just nuts. So I was getting offers around $300, $400. And so anyway, I've dropped it to 1,000. I'm not pitching for you to buy the comic because I don't know if this is a good buy or not. I'm more trying to sell to somebody that has 1 to 6 that likes anime and needs this cover A, which is a nice cover, to kind of complete their set. But I just thought it was a very weird thing. So again, my dilemma is there aren't many of these out right now, but you know, should I keep it and hope that it was just a fluke and a couple of these made it past destruction and it's going to be a super rare comic moving forward? Or should I take the money and run with the expectation that this comic is going to come out in future Walmart packs, or in the, you're going to be able to find it more in the wild? Again, I could easily get it graded, and I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence, but I thought I'd mention it. It is currently, you know, a good buy, because if you can find the right pack, they're going on eBay. And yeah, so I wanted to like, that was the weird one. I'm gonna go through 3 books today and just kind of give you my take on them. So the first one I wanted to talk about was the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16. This is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau. And I think this is a very interesting comic right now. So this was released in 1982. On the CGC census, there are currently 284 9/8 and a total of 1,950-ish that have been graded, which is pretty good numbers, especially the 284 9/8. So this is a book, when it came out, not a lot of people, you know, bought and kept and eventually slabbed. This is a book that, you know, went in the back bins and just got beat up. Currently a 9/8 is going for about $900 US. We've already seen Monica Rambeau in the Disney Plus show with WandaVision. And I thought that actress was fantastic when the show came out. I thought she was probably the best part of the show. She's already been confirmed to be in the Kamala Khan, or it's the Miss Marvel movie, but Kamala Khan's in it as well. But Monica Rambeau is in it. And then she is also part of the Ultimates. And we don't know where like Marvel and Disney is going with this character. But we know that she is an excellent actress. This is like a strong black woman character. She's got cool powers, although they haven't really explored them yet. And she is definitely in future Disney Plus and movies. So TV and movies. So I think this is an excellent time to pick up this book. And I purchased this one for less than $100. I'm going to get it graded. I see them selling cheap. Like, you know, like right now the comic market isn't like wild like it was a year ago. But a year ago, this book would have been, you know, $300, $250. And so now we're getting them really cheap. I think I'm going to be buying these. And I do believe Monica Rambeau has a future in the movies. And, you know, like, she's a young actress. I think that this could be a really good spec. Something to consider. Next one I'm going to talk about is Amazing Spider-Man number 4. This is from 2014. And it's the first appearance of Silk. So Cindy Moon appears in Amazing Spider-Man 1, but she actually becomes Silk in number 4. And Silk is a character that, you know, is obviously new to the scene. She has a fan following. She's going to be in the second Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse movie. And, like she's got a current comic and people are aware of her. So she's definitely got a lot of buzz. With this comic, there are currently 7,000 graded, and there are 5,300 9/8s. And a 9/8 is going for about $350. And while I do think that Silk is a cool character, and I think that her fan base is going to grow, just because this book is only, 7 years old, and it's already got 7,000 graded, and most of them are 9/8s, I feel like this is a dangerous book to be going after. Now, I'm going to get this copy graded. I hope it's a 9/8, and I'm going to sell it right away. I'm not going to be holding on to it. Even though I do think Silk is a cool character, I just feel like there's too many copies. When you compare it to the last book, where there's 284 9/8s, and a 9/8 is $900 for a character we've already seen in, on Disney Plus and is going to be moving forward. You contrast that to 5,300 9/8s, and a 9/8 is $350. I think this is a sell. And that might surprise people. Like, obviously, I'm going to get it graded, and you would want to sell closer to Into the Spider-Verse 2. But I don't think this is a book that you can take seriously just because there's already too much of a supply. I kind of have the same feeling about a lot of 90s books. And it's just, if there's just too many out there, there's too many graded, there's too many 9/8s, and ultimately, it can be the most, important character. It's just not worth specking on. You can see I have a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 300. First appearance of Venom. Amazing comic, amazing cover. That's in my PC just because it's a childhood book. So even though I'd like a 9/8, I'm going to keep that copy just on principle for nostalgia. But there's just a lot of copies. Same with, Amazing Spider-Man 361, First Carnage. All those comics I've been avoiding because you can see the market just kind of get oversaturated and the price collapse. Now, obviously, Venom is a mainstay. That one's not going to collapse, but there are definitely a ton of copies out there. It's possible that's the most graded book. Don't quote me on that, but it's up there. So that one I would say is not great spec. Last one I'm going to talk about is Marvel Spotlight number 32. This is the first appearance of Spider-Woman. So you can see I have the Spider-Woman 9, 1 in 25 Rose Besch cover. I was definitely targeting that when it came out. I thought it was an awesome cover, and I bought one for the PC. Probably overpaid for it, but it's not going to be sold. It's just in my collection for forever. But the first appearance of Spider-Woman is from back in 1977. And currently there are there's just about 4,000 that have been graded. And there's 220 9.8s. Amazing numbers for a 1977 book. And a 9/8 is going for $4,500. Obviously, anything Spider-Man related is important. And this being like the oldest Spider-Man, what would you say? Like, not clone, but spider type character that came after Peter Parker. I think this is a great book to be buying. And I also believe that she's in Into the Spider-Verse 2. As well, she has an ongoing comic series. And it's kind of under the radar. I won this comic for $160 about a week ago on eBay. And couldn't be happier. I'm shocked that it's that cheap. And so this is one, again, that I'm going to be targeting moving forward. I think it's just underappreciated right now. And it could be worth significantly more, once these characters are kind of seen more in the movies. And so, Spider-Woman, it's derivative, but At the same time, it's an older comic, and they're going very cheap. And that's something I find with the comic books that we're going after. Some of these comic books are just underappreciated until they get a little hype. Teen Titans, first appearance of the Teen Titans, I forget what book it is. It's got a terrible cover, but that book I thought was so cheap. And then just, like buzz around Teen Titans started, and the book went up and up and up. And now it's kind of like properly priced in that it's expensive. And it's books like these that I'm looking for because, again, I'm a newer collector. I started when the collecting, I was always on and off, but I started looking at it a lot more when the pandemic started. And I'm looking for these older books that just haven't had the love, but, like are important and are undervalued. So I think this is a great buy as well. And I hope to get a couple more copies. That's it. This has been Grade with Great Expectations. I hope everyone is, collecting what they want. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a good night.